So, hello friends. Today I will be going to take the topic hydrograph. I will just go through the basics and what is its practical significance and how the practically discharge is computed using this hydrograph method. So let's start, friends. Just follow this pink arrow. So first of all, assume this particular catchment, and in this catchment rainfall with P1 intensity happens. Because of that, flood occurs in this area, and we will be going to measure the discharge at different time intervals discharge at different time intervals at the outlet of this catchment. So we will get a curve like this, which is known as flood hydrograph. Now this area which I have colored in blue, this is called as base flow. This is called as base flow. This is the contribution to the river from underground water. This area. So now we will deduct this base flow from this flood hydrograph and we will get the direct runoff hydrograph. This is the direct runoff hydrograph. After dividing this direct runoff hydrograph with the runoff with R1 runoff, as we can see here, R1 is the runoff, we get the 4-hour hydrograph. We get this 4-hour unit hydrograph. So and this rainfall of P1 intensity happened in this area in 1980, and we have measured all this data, plotted the flood hydrograph, converted into direct runoff hydrograph, then 4-hour unit hydrograph. Now we have this. Now suppose in 2020, if 8-hour duration rainfall occurred in this area with R2 runoff. First, in 1980, what happened? 4-hour rainfall with R1 runoff. But now in 2020, if 8-hour duration rainfall occurred in the same area with R2 runoff, there is no need of again going at the outlet of catchment and again plotting the flood hydrograph and doing this. You can just take this 4-hour unit hydrograph as I have done here, and then as 8-hour duration rainfall occurred and we have 4-hour unit hydrograph, we will have to superimpose two 4-hour unit hydrograph in order to get DRH. Now once we get that, as we know, unit hydrograph, this unit indicates 1 centimeter runoff, and as we are superimposing two unit hydrographs, we will have 2 centimeter of excess rainfall. So in order to convert it into 8-hour unit hydrograph, we will have to divide this with 2. So now what we have done, we got unit hydrograph for 8-hour duration. Simply by just taking this 4-hour unit hydrograph, we have converted that into unit hydrograph of 8-hour duration. Now as we are having the 8-hour duration rainfall with R2 as runoff, we will multiply this 8-hour duration with R2, 8-hour duration hydrograph with R2. So we will get the DRH of 8-hour duration. After adding the base flow, we will get the flood which will happen due to this 8-hour duration rainfall, and this is the actual flow in the river this is the actual flow in the river at different time intervals that we will get due to this 8-hour duration. So guys, this is the physical significance of this hydrograph. At in 1980 we have practically measured here all these things, and in 2020 just by taking this unit hydrograph we are able to calculate the actual flow in the river because of that rainfall. So here is the summary for that what we have done. This is the 4-hour unit hydrograph we have calculated in 1980 assume. Then because of then after taking that we have converted it into 8-hour unit hydrograph, then 8-hour flood hydrograph, which is the actual flow in the river due to 8 centimeter rainfall.